Example of a life-changing product. If you have a minute, Andrew has tens of thousands of reviews on hsn.com. Every one of his products is customer pick, every single one. This is an example of a product that has changed people's lives in such a remarkable way, because anybody dealing with joint issues, and the older we get, the more we do. It's as simple as that. And the bottom line is, when your joints aren't happy, whether it be your elbows, your wrists, your back, your neck, your knees, your hips, wherever you're having joint issues, glucosamine and chondroitin are really essential to the health of our joints. And what Andrew's bringing us today, another weekend special in a 75, a 150, a 300, or 600 count here. You pick the size, check it out. 50, 30, 15, or $8 savings, $99.90 to get 600 capsules. And glucosamine and chondroitin are not inexpensive products. So this is one of the most affordable ways to get it. But it is exciting when you start reading those reviews, Andrew, because this is definitely a product that truly does make a difference in the health of your joints and the way your joints feel, right?
And just so everyone knows, that these are expensive ingredients to start with.
Yes.
And all the craziness on costs, we've managed to avoid price increases. In fact, we've lowered prices on a lot of things the past 2 years. But unfortunately, this product next year will be going up in price. And that's just because the cost of glucosamine and chondroitin have just gone crazy. And I know I'm going to be able to hold it off for another 3-4 months, but the pricing on this will be going up sometime, probably early next year. Just thought I'd let everyone know. But our glucosamine, our chondroitin, instead of sort of betraying the science, if that's a good word, because most supplement companies, the science is why they get to make the product and why people are excited about buying their product. And then they make the product in a way that doesn't use the ingredients that were used in the science. So it's kind of a betrayal of the science. Well, actually, it's kind of a betrayal of the people buying the product. Yep. So the way we make our product, as I often say, we follow the science, we follow Mother Nature, and then we just deliver it to you in a way that won't upset your stomach, that's going to be easy to swallow, easy to use, so that you get the benefits that are in the science that are so exciting.
Yeah, I love what you're saying, because, see, if Andrew weren't educating all of us, a lot of us wouldn't know. Andrew does the research. If you're going to be taking glucosamine chondroitin, when you see that 100% sulfate, that is important. I always think about my mother-in-law, who years ago was taking a completely different glucosamine product, and she said, well, it doesn't, because I said, you know, you should try Andrew. She said, no, it doesn't work for me. Because I tried it, it didn't work, but it wasn't your product. So the point here, then she starts taking your products, like, oh my gosh, it does work. So you have to be taking the right thing. And when you talk about that sulfate that other people aren't using, that is unfortunate, because a lot of people don't understand or know the difference, right?
And the worst for me, human beings, we get to make decisions for ourselves, and you know, we bear the consequences of our decisions. So if we learn that glucosamine sulfate, based upon the science, is the form that works. I mean, I have quotes from medical journals telling doctors, recommend your patients use glucosamine sulfate, not glucosamine hydrochloride. And so it's crystal clear out there in the science, but the majority of products still use glucosamine hydrochloride. And in the pet marketplace, which is really shocking to me, in the pet marketplace, probably 95% of the products I've looked at use glucosamine hydrochloride, use the wrong form. And that to me is really disturbing, because pets rely on us to make good decisions for them. And frankly, just as Lincoln, whose next birthday is going to be 14, and just before I left Colorado, he and I went for probably a 6-mile hike and climbed I'd say almost 3,000-foot mountain. He's doing pretty well on his glucosamine sulfate. So if we want to give our dogs the right ingredient, we need to follow the same science that applies to us. Oh,
we're showing a video of you with the pups. We're showing a video of you feeding the pups. So cute. Oh my gosh.
And we're going to have our pet joint product coming out. It's done. it's all done.
Great.
It's a powder that you simply sprinkle into their food.
Perfect.
So that's all done. We'll have a basic version, then we'll have a very sophisticated version, and that'll be coming out soon.
I can't wait. Louis and Sophie are going to be on the glucosamine train when that comes out. Okay, if you're ordering, you guys, 75, 180 or 150, 300, 600 count. Those are the size choices. Try it. You'll love it. Take a minute, go read the reviews. You'll see the results. If there's someone in your life who has joint issues, maybe it's their hips or their knees, right? It could be their back or their neck or their shoulders or their elbows or their wrists or their fingers, right? Think of all of our joints and all of the issues that we deal with. The older we get, Andrew, I think you're the one that said, you can be as healthy as you want to be, but our joints were not designed to last forever, right?
Well, it's, imagine, 80, 90, 100 years. Imagine if we had hardware, metal hardware on doors or hardware in our homes. Right. It has to be repaired.
Right.
And again, our body's constantly doing its best to maintain these tissues. And all glucosamine and chondroitin are the raw materials that our body needs to maintain those tissues. So again, it's just following Mother Nature's playbook, Mother Nature's design. And when you deliver the ingredients, your body knows what to do with them. And again, that's why this is another product that's virtually perfectly reviewed, because in terms of the science, we perfectly follow the science.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to move along. Thank you, everybody. Reminding you, pick the size you want. These are special, weekend special pricing.